Welcome back, everybody. Glad you could be with me. All right, so what we're going to do for this is we're going to go through a series of questions dealing with the syllabus. And again, what you're doing is you're writing down the questions and you're writing down the responses. And once you're done with all of these links to these videos, then you're going to send these to me via Blackboard email. All right, so if you haven't done this already, click the syllabus and print the syllabus. You want the syllabus somewhere handy in your folder, right, that you got in your binder. All right, so open up the syllabus and take a look at it. My name, again, is Robert Sean Kennedy. Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to virtually meet you. Not sir. Thank you very much. I'm located on the Pecan campus in room A106. Which is the building with a big clock on it here on the campus, the Ann Richards building. My phone number is 872-2654. My email address is just the Blackboard email tool. I like to use that because I know where you are coming from when you email me. A lot of students are vague in their emails. They'll ask me questions like, when is the assignment due? And I teach several different courses in several different sections, and so I have no idea what that means. So if when you email me through Blackboard email tool, I know exactly where you're coming from. So if your email happens to be vague, which it shouldn't, should be as specific as possible, so there's no confusion and I can help you as efficiently and as quickly as possible. But if it is, I know where you're coming from, and I can maybe figure it out. If I can't, then I'll email you back saying, I don't know what you're talking about. Please specify. Office hours, Tuesdays, Thursdays, noon to 2:30 p.m., and Fridays from 10 to 11:20 a.m. And also I'm available by appointment, so please do make an appointment if you want to come in and talk with me, or if you want to chat on the phone. But again, the best way to initiate a phone conference is first through email. If you call me and I'm not here, and I'm often not in my office, I'm either teaching classes or doing other things, then I won't be able to get back to you until I'm back in my office. But if you email me, I'll be able to get back to you promptly because I have a cell phone, and I have which allows me to stay connected with you all the time. All right. Let's see. What are the questions for this? Syllabus questions. So there's a series of them. Okay, we got the contact information and what is his name. So Robert Sean Kennedy. So we got that all done. What is his policy regarding plagiarism? Good question. I'm glad you asked. Cheating of any kind will not be tolerated. Any student caught cheating will be given an F for the semester and or subject to STC disciplinary action. This includes plagiarism. You should familiarize yourself with the South Texas College policies regarding academic honesty. So basically what happens is you get an automatic F if you, and I don't think you would, but if you did decide to plagiarize, cheat, copy and paste from a website and try to pass it off as your own, get an automatic F for the semester, and you're reported to Mike Shannon, Director of Student Affairs, where he will contact you to advise you for further disciplinary action. Now, I even hate to bring all of this up, but even great students succumb to cheating, and I just don't tolerate it at all. You're here to cultivate your mind, your awareness, to plug in deeper into the world in which you live in, and if you're not going to take that process seriously, then there's no room for you here, to be honest. So please, please, please do not plagiarize. There's no need for it, and it's incredibly easy to detect. I catch it every single time, and 2 or 3 students a semester call me up, or they come into my office and they're crying and all of this horrible stuff. So it's in a very awkward situation, so please don't do it, and you have nothing to worry about, right? So no cheating of any kind is my policy. You get an F for the semester, so jot down that response. What is my policy regarding extra credit? Okay, great. I'm glad you asked. Extra credit. Scroll down here. Here is the, where is it? Here it is. Note, all extra credit will be applied at the end of the semester if 70% of the total grade can be earned. Right? So you have to get a C in order for any extra credit you've done in the semester to be earned. And there is extra credit in this class. Let me show you where it's located. I'm not going to go through it right now. You can go through it on your own, but you click there and you'll see there's presentations at the Mid-Valley campus currently that are available. Click it and do follow the instructions exactly. Right? Don't waste your time and send me a paragraph or 2 sentences in your response paper. So when you see all of this, it'll make sense. Follow the instructions. If you're going to do the extra credit, follow it exactly. All right. So this is my policy right here. You have to earn 70% of the total grade. Probably the point spread. Let me take that out. Actually, I don't know what the point spread is going to be. It doesn't really matter what the point spread is for the course because it's all on percentage. Okay, 70% of the total grade has to be earned. Right. So at the end of the semester, if you've earned 785 points and you did 4 or 5 extra credit points, extra credit assignments, then your grade would go from 785 to probably 820 points or 82%, or whatever the point spread is, and you will have earned not a C in the course, but a B in this course, right? If at the end of the semester you've only earned 50% of the grade and you've done a bunch of extra credit, then none of that extra credit will count. But as long as you stick with the reading schedule, take notes, and email me when you're confused, that will not be a problem. Very easy to earn 60% of the grade. Okie dokie, let's see what else. What other question do you want to ask me today? Do I need a textbook for this course? No! Okay, so that was easy. You don't need a textbook for this course. The textbook is located several places. It's located here, online textbook. It's located here. It's located within the syllabus. So let's go check it out since we're there. You just open it up, and there we are. There's the textbook. So if you bought a textbook, take it back, bring your receipt, and get your money back, right? So you've saved $60 to $150 already this semester by taking my course. Make sure you tell that to, rateyourprofessor.com, right? Don't need to buy a textbook. So you don't need to buy a textbook for this course. That does not mean there's not assigned reading for this course. There's plenty of assigned reading, and we'll go through that in a little bit. First, just want to stick with the syllabus for now before we get to the nitty-gritty. Okay, what are the requirements for this course, and how much is everything worth? Oh, another great question. Thank you for asking. Here it is. Online orientation is the first thing. This is mandatory. You don't get points for it, but you have to do it. If you don't get it done by 5 p.m. this Wednesday, October 31st, Halloween, before you go trick-or-treating, you will get an automatic F for the semester. Dropping the course is your responsibility. I have to make sure you understand where things are located and how it's organized and the expectations of the course. Not out of meanness, but out of respect towards you. It pains me when students email 2 to 3, 4 weeks into the semester and they're wondering, well, what do I have to do in this class? Are we supposed to be taking tests or quizzes? Is there reading in this class? Yes, there is. Oh, yes to all of that. So this is the spirit behind this course. So if you're feeling like this is busy work, it's not. It's really important work to make sure you understand where things are located and how the course is organized and what are the expectations of the course. Unit quizzes. So there are 4 units in this class. It's units 6, 7, 8, and 9. And after each unit, when each unit is done, there will be a quiz associated with it. The first unit, Unit 6, Reconstruction to Industrialization, is 2 weeks long. The next 2 are 1 week, and the last one is 2 weeks as well. At the end of each unit on a Friday, so not this Friday, but next Friday, November 9th, I believe that would be, the quiz will expire. And I use that word expire quite specifically. It'll expire. It's open now, in other words. If you wait until the last minute, you risk something going wrong, right? And do note in the syllabus, It clearly states, under no circumstances will any requirement for this course be accepted late. It goes on from there. Basically, all these points basically say the same thing in different ways, right? You have to understand when things are when they expire, and get to them earlier rather than later. Remember, there's no such thing as tomorrow, so you might as well do it now. Get to it. Don't rush through the material for the sake of rushing through it, but get through it as quickly as possible. All right. Unit essay exams, they expire at the end of each unit on Saturdays at 11:59. Quizzes also expire at 11:59 as well. And I'll go through those. I'll talk about this more in detail later if the word essay is scaring you. Don't let it scare you. It's only 5 to 8 paragraphs a piece, and I give you all of the information for the essay prompt. And there's some IDs as well, which you get from your study guides. And I'll go through that later. But again, they expire every Saturday. To get back to this, the quizzes are collectively are 20% of the grade. Each one is worth 5% of your grade, right? So there's 4 of them. So collectively, the 20%, 5%. Each one of them is 5% of your grade. The unit exams, collectively, it's 50% of your grade, right? There's 4 of them, so each one of them is worth 12.5% of your grade. Email question. I'll go through this a little bit more detail later in this orientation, but suffice to say, this is 10% of your grade. The final exam, again, I'll go into more detail of what this is 20% of your grade. So keep that in mind. This is what's going to be expected of you this semester, and this is how much everything is worth. So you've got. So keep that in mind, right? So it's important to understand how much things are worth for this reason. It helps mitigate the amount of stress you need to devote to things, right? So quizzes, important. You don't want to blow them off. Yet they're 5% of your grade. So if you happen to bomb one, not a great thing, but not a horrific deal, right? You've only lost 5% of your grade, or maybe 4% of your grade. If you bombed it, but you still did it. If you forgot it, then you've lost 5% of your grade. But it's just 5% of your grade, right? It's not make or break. Likewise with the unit essay exams. You don't want to blow off 12.5% of your grade, but it's not going to destroy you if you lose, or not destroy you, but destroy your chances of succeeding in this course if you happen to lose 12.5% of your grade. You don't want to do that twice, but if you happen to forget about it, you still have a chance, right? I don't advise you to forget about it. I don't advise you not to prepare for these things. But keep in mind, the unit exams and the quizzes are not make or break individually. Collectively, yes. If you just never did a quiz, 20% is pretty significant. If you never did a unit exam, yeah, very significant towards your grade. Email question as well. Significant. You don't want to blow off 10% of your grade. And this assignment is relatively quite easy as long as you're staying up with the schedule and taking notes, and I'll explain more about this later. 10% of your grade, right? And likewise with the final exam as well, too. It is 20% of your grade. That's significant, but let's say you only earned 50% on your final exam. That's still, you've earned 10% of your grade and only lost 10% there, right? Keep those things in mind. It helps mitigate the amount of stress you might be feeling in any particular moment within the semester. And within a 6-week semester, within a 6-week class, yes, it is challenging, it is stressful, it wouldn't be worth it if it wasn't. And it's a challenge because I respect you as an individual who stepped up to the plate of higher education and is demanding a degree of excellence within their coursework, right? I want you to be able to go out into the world and say to any employer in the future, I can handle whatever you give me because I've gone through a process that has demanded that of me, nothing short of excellence. All right. Note, you have to earn 60% of the total grade on Unit 1 in order for it to for Unit 7 to to open up. I'll talk more about that later. For now, I think that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.